Kathy and Jackie back with another episode of Purposeful Pop Life. And we're here today to talk about a movie primarily called Resort to Love.
With Christina Milian.
Yep.
If you've ever seen the movie Falling in Love, which I think we reviewed that.
Did we?
We did.
Yeah.
She was in that as well. She also went to New Zealand and found love for life. And this is kind of basically that same concept, I would say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good love story.
It is a good love story.
I gotta say, so after sort of a rough patch in June and July of finding very little movies to watch, I feel like the last couple, including this one, I found it to be actually really good. I found myself laughing. I watched it this morning with Morgan.
I watched it with my daughters too.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
So Morgan and I were giggling this morning watching this movie. There's some really funny scenes. I sort of expected it to be cliche, kind of typical thing. Found my love, got it. But even like the conflict, everything about the whole movie, they didn't do cliche. They had a nice little twist to the whole thing, and even the ending was really nice. And the whole idea of falling back and resorting to what you love and what you dream about was a really great message. And I totally recommend this movie.
I would recommend it too. I think another good message that it had is like you don't know where life is going to lead you. You don't know like taking this path and going this way, where that's taking you.
Right.
But I do feel like there's a destination.
Yes.
And
I agree.
Sometimes it feels like there isn't. It's like, why am I just kind of like in this limbo and like
Yes.
life sucks right now and things are bad, but yet why am I doing this? Where is it leading me? And I think there's always a path.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a question. Did you cry at all in the movie?
No, of course I didn't.
I might have.
Of course he did.
But it was touching. It was a touching movie. But I do think. Oh, come on. There was some good scenes. Okay, fine. I'm a cheeseball. Actually, one of the funny scenes was, I'm going to say what it was, when she was being chased by the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
And she clock started getting out of the bus. I mean, it was unexpected. We both started laughing out loud. It was really, really funny.
You know, there are so many like movies it reminds me of. It actually
Yeah.
reminds me of one that she did earlier last year, Falling in Love.
Yeah.
But it kind of reminded me too of, what was the movie with Julia Roberts and Cameron Diaz? Not The Runaway Bride,
No.
but My Best Friend's Wedding.
Yes.
Kind of that concept as well.
Yeah.
But Christina Milian is just fun to watch.
She was great.
Cute. She sings a lot of good songs in it. One of John Legend's and Meghan Trainor, one of their duets, I'm Gonna Love You.
And was that the song that she does at the end? Is that Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. And they played it a few times in the movie. And I'm like, I actually asked Morgan, I'm like, is that Nicki Minaj? And she's like, yes. And she kind of looked at me like, you know that? I'm like, barely. But it was really well done. So
It was
definitely
a good
recommend.
movie. Watch that this weekend. It just came out this morning. So
Yes.
we watched it this morning with our children. And it was fun. I loved watching it. And you can watch it with your daughters. I mean, I don't know if sons would like it, but you have a son, you would know.
There's enough humor in it. He'd like it. But
This last week, I don't know, a lot of people might have actually seen this, but I watched The Last Letter from Your Lover with Shailene
Is that any
Woodley.
good?
I didn't like it. It's also a romance movie, so I thought, okay, I'm really going to like this because I love romance, and Shailene Woodley, I think, is a pretty good actress. Taylor's man is in it, Joe Alwyn. But he's the bad guy, and he's not really in it that much. But it was just so depressing. And I think most audiences would like how it ends, but here's the thing, it's like they're always portraying, I think sometimes in Netflix, these people as bad kind of villains, and I didn't see her husband that way, and I didn't depict him that way, and that was, her husband is Joe Alwyn, which is, if you don't know who he is, he's Taylor Swift's boyfriend. They've been together for a long time, and then this other guy who isn't, and I don't know, it just, in that way, it kind of felt cliche. So
yes.
it's like she had to choose between good and bad, when that's why I liked the movie that we watched, Resort to Love, because you're not always choosing between good and bad. Sometimes it's just choosing what's right for you.
Exactly.
So
speaking of recommendations, you last week spoke about Turner and Hooch.
yeah, did you watch it?
I did not, but Becky and the kids have been watching it, and
There are 2 episodes.
And they love it. They thought it was really funny, so I just wasn't able to watch with them, but they really liked it. So Turner and Hooch also, and that's Disney, right?
That's Disney.
Disney, and they like that.
And it's only
quite a bit.
released weekly, so there have only been 2 episodes. But yes, I mean, we watched it again last night.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. So I would recommend that. There's so many good things coming out.
Oh my
We
gosh,
have some
Netflix
good
this morning, I looked at my thing and there's like 6 or 7 really fun movies I want to watch. I'm
Really?
excited for it. And I'm surprised because on Netflix, they just had an announcement saying they lost like 400,000 subscribers last quarter, which maybe it's the summer, I don't know. But there's a whole list of great movies coming along the pipeline that I hope we get to review and watch together and
Oh, we
bring
definitely
to you
will.
guys.
And we're going to
So,
have fun with it. I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to have fun with you guys, and we want to talk about movies and pop culture. So that's what we're doing, and that's our purpose.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Well, we will see you next week.
See you, everyone. Take care.